Hey everyone, this is my Death Battle review. This time, Mewtwo versus Shadow. Now, Mewtwo is one of the strongest Pokemon of all time. He can live Onyx up and also use in his psychic powers, of course. Now, Shadow the Hedgehog, you always remember, he lost to Vegeta in the last Death Battle. But who's gonna win this one? Mewtwo or Shadow? Let's get to watch it. Alright, here we go. A new Death Battle.
With Death Battle, our combatants are always extraordinary in one way or another, whether they're a superhero or a plumber.
But these two are literally built to show up the rest of their kind. Mewtwo, the genetically engineered Pokemon.
And Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form.
Right.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
a Death Battle.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Dr. Fuji was working to create a brand new life form which would change the world.
That's great and all, but he had something else in mind.
Fuji hoped his experiments would help him discover a way to resurrect the person he cherished most.
Who?
His deceased daughter, Amber.
With unlimited resources funded by mob money, he figured out how to clone his daughter's ball of consciousness. Because science!
But before he could finish, he had to create the most powerful Pokemon, a clone of the legendary Mew.
And he named him Mewtwo.
Yeah, me
Fuji
too.
wasn't very creative when it comes to naming, but when you can create a new life form with nothing but a fossilized eyelash, you know you're a master of genetic engineering. A field I'd love to get more experience in myself.
Wiz.
Told you 1,000 times, Wiz. You're not gonna alter my DNA.
Boomstick, he's not gonna do that.
I would never do that.
Always watching, Wiz. Always.
Growing up in a test tube, Mewtwo's only companions were Fuji's other test subjects,
Bulbasaur,
including
Squirtle,
Amber
and
herself, through
Charmander.
some sort of psychic link.
Amber taught Mewtwo about the sun, the moon, tears, and, life stuff. Oh, and also death when she died for good right in front of him.
Worrying this may be too mentally traumatic for the still infant Mewtwo, Dr.
Yeah.
Fuji's team erased all memory of her. Unfortunately, this left Mewtwo with a feeling of loss and confusion, and no memories to explain why.
With nothing else to do, Mewtwo decided to take out all his aggression on all of humanity. And then he turned some stupid kid into stone, a bunch of Pokemon cried, and Mewtwo figured out humans aren't so bad after all.
Mewtwo is one of the most powerful Psychic-type Pokemon, defeating its foes with the power of its mind.
Alright, wait a minute. You keep calling him it. Is Mewtwo a guy or girl?
Well, neither.
Technically, it's genderless.
Oh. How does it bang?
It doesn't.
Bummer. Well, one thing's for sure, it's got balls of ghost energy that blow holes in stadiums. Had an onslaught of undodgeable stars, multiple types of defensive shields,
Shadow
and
Ball,
a healing ability for when those
Psycho
shields
Cut,
don't quite cut it.
Alongside its other
Recover,
abilities, Mewtwo's
Barrier.
favorite move is Psychic, a powerful form of telekinesis. With it, Mewtwo can effortlessly send enemies as heavy as a 500-pound Onyx flying through the air.
He can even make himself fly like a Zubat out of hell.
Also, it can augment its melee combat with psychic energy or occasionally a massive spoon.
Would you say
A
he
spoon?
sometimes spoons his enemies?
No, nothing about Mewtwo is cuddly.
No.
Especially when it uses Hyper Beam or Psy Strike. Attacks so strong they can incapacitate the toughest of Pokemon in a single hit.
And when trouble comes a-knocking, Mewtwo
It's
answers
Mega
the door with a
Evolution.
badass Mega Evolution.
Mewtwo is one of the few Pokemon capable of Mega Evolving without the assistance of a trainer.
So is Latios and Latios and
It gains
Rayquaza.
enormous boosts in strength, defense, and speed.
Mega
Making
Mewtwo, why?
powerful enough to fly into space while carrying a robot bug monster.
That's
Fast enough to
Geneset,
reach
I
escape
think.
velocity over 25,000 miles per hour.
Wow.
32 times the speed of sound.
So, really, really fast.
Mewtwo is so skilled in its psychic prowess, it can wipe specific memories from dozens of people at once.
On top of
Wow.
all that, it can
That could
survive
be
a
handy.
massive amount of abuse. Like the time it got double impaled by an alien Pokemon's tentacles. Didn't I
Deoxys.
censor that?
It effortlessly defeated most of the Pokemon Champions team, including a legendary Articuno. It also teleported an entire crater lake from the top of Mount Cana. This lake is comparable to a similar body of water in the real world, Lake Kilauea, which holds over 385 million tons of water.
Wow.
That's almost enough power to lift my ex-wife
a lot
on
of
buffet
gallons.
Being a psychic Pokemon, Mewtwo is naturally weak to bug, ghost, and dark type damage.
And
Strange
there's
though
that.
Luigi didn't pull that code out of his DNA, but whatever.
day. Hey, you gotta have some sort of failsafe when you're making the world's most powerful Pokemon.
Yes, the ultimate failsafe against the most powerful psychic Pokemon.
Oh, look, we got a visitor.
Oh, God, it's a Caterpie! Get it away, it's moving!
I was not born a Pokemon, I was created. And my creators have used and betrayed me. So, I stand alone.
Take that, Giovanni. Let's go. Shadow's next up.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Professor Gerald Robotnik, the grandfather of Sonic's forever balding nemesis, worked to create a new life form which would change the world.
It was
All right.
called Project Shadow, a covert government operation to discover the secret to immortality. Besides, you know, like diet and exercise, because
That's definitely
In
from
Professor Gerald's
that
case,
scene for
specifically
Space
for
Jam,
his
I
granddaughter
think.
Maria, who was dying as a result of neuroimmune deficiency syndrome.
now that I think about it, Project Shadow is a pretty scary name for a program that's all about curing diseases and saving humanity.
Maybe it has something to do with the program's secret pact with a hive mind alien race called the Black Arms. Perhaps.
Okay. So what do you get when you take immortality, the cure of all diseases,
Oh, that's Professor
aliens,
Utilium
and put
from the
them all
Powerpuff
together
Girls.
to make the ultimate life form? You get a hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog was the first step toward a perfect future. And during his time in Gerald's space laboratory, Shadow and Maria grew very close.
Until they were separated by a bullet. Turns out the governments of the world weren't too fond of all the evil alien business, so they stormed the place, captured Shadow, and killed Maria right in front of him. 50 years later, Shadow escaped and decided to take his revenge by just killing everyone. Until he remembered Maria's last words were pretty much, "Don't be a dick," so he changed his mind.
Okay.
Now, on the side of good, Shadow dedicated himself to protecting the world from the forces of evil.
Turns out fighting the bad guys isn't too hard when you've got super strength, super speed, helped along by some awesome rocket shoes, and a bucket of deadly chaos powers.
By channeling the potentially unlimited power of the Chaos Emeralds, Shadow can enhance physical attacks, heal over time, and strike with powerful energy blasts. And with the power of Chaos Control, he can warp through space and distort time, slowing it down to a crawl, or with enough power, freezing it completely.
He's got so much power, he can only contain it all with 2 inhibitor rings around his wrists. Unless he gets all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which he can use to transform into a Super Saiyan Shadow. Super Shadow, yeah. As Super Shadow, he is completely invulnerable, can move at the speed of light, and has unlimited access to the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Enough power to stop the space colony arc's
I think
collision
you
with
two
Earth and to teleport a
could
giant comet
beat
the size of a city.
Super
Assuming
Shadow.
This rock is half hollow and using the density of concrete as minimum base, this black comet must weigh at least 915 million tons.
Even without his super form, Shadow is powerful enough to wipe out an entire alien fleet in one blast. Fast enough to reach hypersonic speeds, and strong enough to play tug-of-war with a giant space monster who is so big, he uses a planet a tenth the size of our moon as a chair. Naturally, when you've got this much power, you're probably a cocky dick.
Yes, Shadow is excessively overconfident in his abilities. Also, he has a terrible memory.
This guy spent most of his life wondering who the hell he is. And even when he does remember, he usually winds up losing his memories later anyway. To be fair, if I fell from outer space...
He's got a lot of amnesia, he is.
I'd consider it a really good day. I mean, I lose them from just falling over at the bar.
That's probably not because of the fall. Also, we can't forget that the Super Shadow form only lasts so long.
Then again, when you move at light speed and have control over space and time, who cares about time limits?
Not usually a problem for the ultimate life form.
Many years ago, Professor Gerald Robotnik endowed me with the power of chaos control. A normal creature like yourself doesn't stand a chance against me.
We'll see about that.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Okay, let me think a moment while we get back to the battle. Now, I think Mewtwo is gonna win because he's gonna use his psychic powers to block every Shadow's moves, I think. I think Mewtwo is gonna win. Okay, let's get to the fight and play.
It's time for a death battle!
Okay, we start in the world of Pokemon. There's Shadow. Looks like he's exploring. Inside the cave is Mewtwo. Huh? Chaos Symbol?
Get away!
Oh, look out, Sinbad! Whew.
You are not welcome here. Leave this place.
What's your problem, freak?
Nothing's wrong.
I know not its name, but it is black, red, and very annoying.
Yeah. Go on, block it!
This'll stop you. Another gem? What's he doing?
Watch out, Mewtwo!
Chaos!
I must know. No.
Control!
Uh-oh. Oh!
Ha ha ha! Good try, monster, but you're done!
Oh. Oh no!
To watch.
Yes! It Mega Evolve!
Chaos!
Not this time.
Control!
Yeah, he lost this. His memories now.
Wait, where am I? Oh my god, I'm glowing! Why am I glowing?
Sayonara.
Oh. Shall I lose again?
You know, Wiz, when we started Death Battle, I don't think we ever expected to see someone die by spoon.
That's true.
Yeah, Shadow may have had the advantage in pure speed and power, but this time, Rain defeated Brawn.
Mewtwo got the rundown on all Shadow's abilities simply by reading his mind, giving it the knowledge it needed to counter or avoid crazy powers like Chaos Control.
Yeah.
Ultimately, there was nothing really stopping Mewtwo from just taking over Shadow's mind, and its impressive durability and healing power bought it enough time to do so.
Pretty hard to win a fight when your opponent can make you forget what you're doing and who you are in an instant.
Shadow has been mind controlled before, and has always
Okay.
relied on outside help to recover. Even while Super Shadow was physically invulnerable, this form didn't protect his mind. Like that time he fell from space, and then the worst game ever happened.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shadow was gonna lose, sooner or later.
The winner is Mewtwo.
Great job, Mewtwo. So, that's it for that one. Stay tuned for our next Death Battle. It's Deadpool versus Pinkie Pie. Please remember, like, comment, and subscribe. See you on our next Death Battle. Goodbye!